Right. Sorry I'm running late. I'm going to wait just a couple minutes and see if anybody joins me before I get started. I put all my crystals out last night in the full moon and recharged them, and they're so beautiful and shiny looking. See that? Thank you if you're joining me on the replay. All of them I put out. The ones on my dresser, you can't really see that one. This one I put out. I'm not real sure about this one, but it looks like it's cleared up a little bit too. I don't know if that one's any good. I do want to clear the energy between readings because that one I did earlier was very, very intense. This one's going to be different. This is a collective reading. And it's about being transparent. Being transparent in life, being able to be vulnerable and to show your true self is very, very important. Yeah, we see how the addiction is what causes this. The addiction that we were reading about. That's where this negativity comes from. And there was times over the last month when I did readings and I would go back and watch them and I would literally be not able to hold my eyes open. See how that sage puts the palo out immediately? The sage is much more powerful for cleansing your space, just so you know. But when I would do those readings, it was like I was fucked up on something. So somebody who's been watching is really getting messed up, or was, or around you. Somebody in your life, somebody probably watching. I think somebody watching was drunk or high or both. In fact, I know there's several people that watch sporadically that have drug and alcohol problems, mental illness as well. And that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. It's important that we be transparent. That's back to the original message that Spirit gave me. There's a struggle with vulnerability, of opening up, of talking to people about what's going on. For some reason, a lot of us are not able to talk to anyone about our feelings. And that's huge, because that's where the healing comes, is when we can be vulnerable about what's going on with us. And, I even have my stuff that, my boss and I were talking, because I had some not so good news about my health this week. And I think a lot of it has to do with my teeth not being good. And when your teeth are not good, you eat things that you can eat, because you can't just eat anything. You can't eat apples and carrots and celery and the things that are healthy for you unless you mash them up and cook them with a lot of something. So some of it comes, I think, from just having bad teeth and needing to have my teeth removed and have new teeth. And then I'll be able to eat again, hopefully. And in the meantime, I have to figure out how I can eat things that are healthy for me, because I literally crave like avocado and tortilla chips, which have no cholesterol whatsoever. But I drink too many Cokes. I smoke too many cigarettes. I'm not perfect either. I have my addictions, and we attract what we are. And so if you're here, that's probably why you're here. I'm going to go ahead and get started, because it doesn't look like anybody's going to join me right now. I just did a reading, and I am going to do another one, and it's going to be, Spirit wants us to open up and be more transparent about what's going on with us, because we can't do life alone. We have to do it in community. Community is big. We see that in the Trinity of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, that God even has to do it in community. And so we do as well. Okay, Spirit, what do you want to say about this situation when it comes to the transparency? All right, I'm going to start out by pulling these cards right here. And I don't know where Kailash is. He's missing. I think he might show up, but I don't know. He's been kind of quiet this morning. All right, show me, Spirit, how you're working in this situation. The song that came through was Naked by Ava, I think, Max. And it just over and over says, I can take off all my clothes, but you'll never see me naked. So it's like, you can see my body, but you're not going to see what's inside of me. It's like there's this lack of being, even our social media today has caused a lack of transparency among us. Because, hey, Manya, hey, baby. It's like, we lack connection. We lack personal connection. We lack touch. Some of us are even afraid of touch. Some of us have been touched inappropriately. And I think that's what was being said in the reading I just did, the one I did before, is that person, when they were younger, were molested by another man. That's what I was getting. All right, show me how you're working here, Spirit. Responsibility and obedience. So you're having to be responsible and obedient. You have no respect, no loyalty, and no integrity. Oh, goodness. That's not good, is it, collective? That's not good at all. So right now you're having to be responsible, obedient, with no respect and no integrity, and then no loyalty either. Somebody in your life is struggling. I'm doing okay, Manya. How about you, baby? You doing okay? I called your name to see if you wanted me to answer a question for you at the end of the last video, but I think you had already jumped off. Did you want me to answer one for you? And while we're talking about that, I want to say too that this is a safe community. Nobody here will ever comment on your readings or disrespect you in any way, or I will personally make sure that they're not allowed back in this room. And trust and believe, if they make a fake profile, I will catch them and I'll put them out again. Okay, so I guess Manya jumped back off again. I don't know what's going on, but somebody is being responsible and obedient, but they have no integrity, no respect, and no loyalty. That's sad. And see, that's what they're hiding. That's what they're hiding. That's why they don't want to be, that's why they don't want you to see them naked. Because if you saw them naked, this is what you would see. That is sad, collective. Sad. Whoever you're dealing with is sad, sad, sad. Show me what's going on at home when it comes to no integrity, no loyalty, responsibility, obedience, and disrespect. That's a lot of negativity. That in itself will cause that kind of negative energy. What's going on at home, Spirit? May I see, please? What are you doing at home in this situation? You can take off all your clothes and never see them naked. This person is not transparent. And I see why. Because they have a lot of negativity underneath. You're getting hot and sweaty, you're working out, and you're having to go all in. So at home, you're going all in and getting hot and sweaty. You're working out, and you're all in somehow at home. All right, what's going on at work? What about at work? Whoa. I'm not taking that many cards there, my Spirit. Oh, how many is there? That's a lot of cards. Nah. That's a lot of cards. I don't even know. If Spirit's working on that much in your life, you might need more than a reading. You might need a private reading. What's going on at work? How are you working here? Or what's going on in their career? There we go. Pack your bags. So somehow you're working on moving. We talked about that already in the last reading, that someone is packing their bags. What's your surprise? Just walk away and fuck your job. Oh, so you may have just walked off the job and said fuck your job. What about your love life? Surprisingly, you may have walked off the job. In your love life, it's fucked feelings. You have logic for a reason, used it. But that came out in reverse. So it's like you have a lot of feelings. You may be pretending like you don't have a lot of feelings. All right, what's your role here? You can't sit back and relax. All right, and what's going to be the outcome here? You're going to have to, you're trying to control everything when it comes to going on a real date. And it isn't personal. Shit's not always about came out. It isn't personal. I want to go on a real date. I can't control this though. You're trying to control this, and you have to somehow do the damn dishes. And I know I just ate pancakes and I have a sink full in there, so that could apply to me. All right, so you're going to work out and go all in at home. Pack your bags for work. And surprisingly, you're just going to walk away and say, fuck your job. But that came out in reverse. That's why you're packing your bag, I think, because I think you're just going to walk away. And in your love life, it's like, fuck feelings. I have logic for a reason, but you can't do that either. So you're in your feelings. You can't sit back and relax. Somebody's, I don't think, communicating with you. You're not getting any oral love. That was Kailash. He's on his way. And then the outcome is that it isn't personal. You want to just go on a real date, and you're going to control this. So you think you can control the date. Good luck with that. Okay. Now, this is a surprising reading. Why are you getting hot and sweaty and going all in? Because somebody can't be trusted, and you don't want to feel desperate. So you're telling somebody you need to go all in or get out because I don't trust you. And this is making me feel desperate. You have a commitment and you feel desperate. So you feel desperate about having a commitment. And you're telling somebody, go in or get out. I don't blame you if that's how it has to be. Uh-oh, there's a new love and you want to have a commitment with this new love. They're not shuffling very well. One fell out. Let's see what it is. There it is right there. I knew it. There's the new love. So at home, it looks like you have somebody new. All right, what about at work? At work, you have no fantasy. This is not your fantasy job. All right, that's why you're packing your bags. What about surprises? Surprises. Uh-oh, there you are trying to control things when you're just walking away and saying, fuck your job. Love life. What's going on in your love life? Besides, you have a new love at home. Somebody is not for you. Oh, your family's not for you, and you don't care. You don't care, and that you don't care that this family doesn't embrace you. I don't give a fuck how you feel about me. That's the feel this has. Your role here, I'm not going to overthink this just because you're not calling or texting me. All right, and what's going to be your outcome? Somebody's missing you. They have burdens. They won't text you. And they're having late nights because they miss you. But they have so many burdens that they can't seem to text you. This is what they're burdened about, and it's right here. They have new love. And they're saying, I got to go all in or get out. They're thinking about this while they work out. What are they going to do about the new love? Somebody could wear glasses. They're not going to have a rebound. What do you mean they're not going to have a rebound? Somebody's not your choice. You're not giving them another chance. You couldn't focus on yourself because of online dating. And you're not clueless. You already know this is happening. So somebody in your home life has a new love. They're online dating. They can't focus on themselves. They can't online date. They can't get one last chance, and it's not your choice. So you're not having a rebound. It's like whoever you're with, this is not just a rebound. This new love, it's not just a rebound. What is it then? Oh my God, it's a player who's haunted by how they've treated somebody. How have they treated somebody? Whoa, good gracious. I don't even know what to say about all this. I'm not taking all of this. What was the question? Damn, it got a response. How do they feel, I think? Why are they haunted? Why are they haunted? Because of self-pleasing and I can't move on. Maybe they've been self-centered or they've actually been self-pleasing. The grass wasn't greener. Why can't they move on? Because they have no way out, but they figured out a way, it looks like. But it's time. It's like they're saying it's time to get out of this. That's why you're going to just pack your bags and walk away. But surprisingly, you won't be able to because maybe of work. Because you have to stick around and do some work. You have to work on something. What's going to be the outcome of walking away from work? There we go. I choose you. I have no regrets. And this... I have a lot of hope for this. You feel like you have a lot of hope. What's the outcome of your feelings erasing a mistake? What was the mistake? That you were divinely guided? Why was that a mistake? Because this was true love and you weren't listening to your intuition, your telepathy. New love. I think this person is true love. And they're like, this person was like, I'm not even going to make you prove it. I think this is you right here where you're like, I can't relax, but I'm not going to overthink. I'm not going to make you prove it. And if somebody misses you, but they have too many burdens and they're not going to message you even though they're up late at night because of this. What are they going to do? Practice forgiveness and not shut this down. This is a friendship that's struggling. So what's going to be the outcome? Somebody's going to push your buttons because you won't eliminate somebody. Hello. Thank you for liking. Are you getting a project contract or paid sponsors next week? Let me find out for you. You're going to let somebody go because they're pushing buttons about their... Somebody's trying to make you let go of this new love, I think. And you're like, I'm going to eliminate you. Remain positive, improving health. Is this individual going to get the contract or paid sponsors next week? May I see, please? Big happy changes and improving health. Looks like you might. May I see if there will be contracts and paid sponsors? Don't stop improving health. It looks like things are improving for sure. All right, will they get the contracts or paid sponsors? Oh no! I'm so sorry. For right now, your answer is no. It's no. Will they ever get these contracts and sponsorships? A year from now, you have to wait, came out, and trust. So sometime within the next year, I feel that you will get what you're waiting for, but you'll have to wait, okay? Thank you for watching my channel. I can pull another deck to see when this could actually happen. Spirit's saying use the other timing deck. The timing deck got wet with some juice the other day. We got one. Oh, the fall came out. It was stuck in the box. It could be in the fall. Let's see. Let's pull this together and see when you might get these contracts in the next year. Can you give us a more specific answer about the contracts and sponsors? Spirit said, be patient. You have to be patient. And look, in the fall, can't make it up. I think by next fall, you'll have this, okay? By next fall, I think you'll have what you're waiting for. And congratulations to you. So hang in there and keep up the good work. You must be doing some really amazing work. Can you show me anything about these, about this person's career? Oh, Spirit says you're going to have growth, baby. Growth, okay? You've lost your patience. Spirit keeps indicating have some patience, okay? Good things are coming. Just be patient. Okay. Alright, so you're going to let this person go because they're pushing your buttons because you won't eliminate somebody. Outcome of elimination in reverse. You can't move on. You can't do that. You want to, but you can't. You feel like somebody can be trusted. So, it's like you're not moving a whole lot right here. You want to real bad, though. You're going to even... I think you are actually going to go somewhere. You're going somewhere. Yep, you're going somewhere. You're missing somebody. Let's pull some tarot on this and see what's going on here. Yeah. Okay. Show me how you're working here. There's your movement. You remember I said you were going to go somewhere? You're going somewhere. Spirit's working on you going somewhere. What's the energy to overcome? Or maybe having a new car. You're not using your intuition, Spirit says. Alright, and what's going to pull it together? You need to use your intuition. Spirit, you already know. Look, the Emperor came out standing in his power over here. And the Lovers. So we have Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, and Gemini right here. You're going to make a decision to, I think, you're not, why are you not using your intuition? Now I'm very curious about this. Let's take out a deck that I haven't used in a while. Okay. It's been a while since I've used Light Seers. It's dusty. Alright, why is the Chariot here, Spirit? Because of the Magician and the Four of Wands in reverse. So it's like you're manifesting the end of wherever you're living. Could be getting out of a lease or something. Why is the Chariot here? Because of the Four of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Both in reverse. So it's like you're not telling somebody, but you're getting out of wherever you're living. Why is the Chariot here? Because of temperance. Somebody's waiting patiently for this living arrangement or marriage or whatever it is to end. Why is the Chariot here? Ooh. Because somebody is working on healing. Three of Swords is here. It's something to do with maybe work. There's a Virgo and a Taurus vibe to this, and there's also a Libra vibe to this. So maybe what you're going to do is about this fuck your job, just walk away. Somebody could have hurt you at work. Alright. What are you not using your intuition about? Or you might be working on your heart being healed. You could be working on your cholesterol, getting that down, not getting high risk of heart disease. Why is the High Priestess? Oh yeah, there's that new love. You're not using your intuition about love. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody's going to come in real fast with an idea. Taurus and Gemini are here. What do you not see about the new love? A breakup. Ooh, deception. Somebody's been deceiving you about not wanting to be in a relationship with you. This is no shit. This is no shit. Cancer and Venus are here. Or Venus and Cancer, rather. It's like there's a breakup. And they have been deceiving you. No. It's not a breakup. It's you. They want to be with you, but they're not being open and transparent with you about their feelings. They're pretending like they don't want the offer. They're acting like they don't want this. What's the truth? Because you're not using your intuition. What's the truth about the new love? How does the new love truly feel? Spirit said get another deck. Alright, show me how the new love feels. Spirit, oh here it is. Show me how the new love feels. There we go. Oh, infatuated. This could be an addiction. Clarify the infatuation. They do not want to be rejected. And they've been avoiding you because they don't want to be rejected. So they feel this infatuation that they have. Like, they are really, truly infatuated. They want to be with you bad, but they feel you'll reject them, so they're avoiding you. So they feel what you're putting off. You're putting off a vibe of, I'm not going to be vulnerable with you. I'm going to pretend like I don't care about you, even though I actually want to be with you. So instead of it happening now, it's like one day maybe, but not today. All right, why is the Emperor here? Says, I think you're going to finally open up. There you go, right there. Can't make it up. Look, somebody's getting ready to tell you, I got to get away from here. I love you. My heart is so soft. And maybe they're going to say, I'm going to have to leave, but I can't go right now because of work. And this is going to break your heart. But at least now you're going to get over this not knowing that they care about you. At least now you're going to know they care. I think now you're going to finally know they care. They may have had to walk away because they couldn't stay at the job. You may have worked together. But this person loved you. And you didn't know it because they wouldn't tell you they loved you. They acted like they were indifferent about you. And so you avoided this, even though you were very sexually attracted. You know, those feelings you have in the beginning when you really start to have feelings like you really want to get with this person. They avoided that because they didn't want you to reject them. Like, you could have had an opportunity to be together, but they avoided you because you weren't putting off the right vibe to them. You were closed off to them. And you standing in your power is you showing your sensitive side and saying, I had to leave somewhere and get away. Why did you have to leave? Because you didn't see this from the right perspective. What were you not seeing? The Hanged Man is here. That Chariot right there. The King of Wands is here. The Three of Pentacles is in reverse. And then there's the Chariot again. So you felt like what you weren't seeing right is that you had a lot of passion for this person. And you didn't think this could work. So you left. It could have been a job you left. Like it says here, surprisingly, you had to leave a job. Why did you leave the job you were at? Or why did you feel like this couldn't work? Because of this woman right here. Because of this woman. There was a woman that you left that you were very passionate and very in love with. And you didn't see that at the time, so you left her. So why is the Lovers on the bottom of the deck? Because, look, there's your identical match, the one that you left. You have a lot of fond memories with this person and a lot of fear about letting this person go. So in order for you to be with this person, you have to get over this one. And indeed, you are going to leave them. This is your soulmate. This is not. This is a twin flame, I think. You're going to choose to get away from this soulmate vibe. That's what I see here. And I think the one that you were putting off the wrong vibe to was her. And the reason why you were doing it is because you were sending mixed signals, because you did not know if you should walk away from someone you felt like you were loving, or if you just wanted sex from this one right here. This one could have felt like a third party when actually she was a stronger connection no matter how you met her. Virgo's here. Venus is here. The Earth in itself. This is like Mother Earth. I mean, this is the strongest connection. Look, there was some denial involved in this. Show me how she feels. Show me how this Empress feels. That could be somebody's mother also. Not wanting you. She has a resentment, or did, but she got over it. Looks like you both might have one. That's why you're drifting. Why does she have a resentment? Because of being guarded, cautious, and afraid. Exactly what we see going on over here. She got fed up with the mixed signals, with you being terrified to make a move. And this is what you were scared of. Somebody you had made a lot of memories with and getting rid of them. How did they feel, the one you're leaving behind, or they're leaving you behind? They were tired of you and drifting. And so essentially what you did is you gave up a very strong connection for somebody who was tired of you and drifting. And you were sending signals to this new love. Somebody was madly in love with you. They were infatuated even, but you avoided it because you thought they would reject you, because they were sending you signals that they would. There was 1 minute there was love, and 1 minute there was this cold shoulder. I can't take love from you. All the while this one over here was sick of you and drifting. So what I see, and look, you lost this person. However, she's upright. She's upright. She's in reverse. So I don't think you've lost her. I think that she feels misunderstood. She's tired of you hiding your feelings, and she's very nourishing to you. You were with somebody who was a spiritual connection who nourished you, but you were reminiscing about this older person, and you were in despair. You couldn't hold on. Use your intuition. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. Don't play dumb. Own your shit. So now we want to find out what is going to be the outcome. Why is the Empress here? Because right now she's being guarded herself. Mirroring each other, I suppose. She's standing her ground, and she's like, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with my life. I got to heal from my losses. She's standing her ground. She's protecting herself and planning her future. See how she's definitely got a tough exterior, this one. She's been, I think she's tired of the games. Oh, whoa. There you are. There you are, her identical match. What's going to be the outcome for her when she chooses her direction? She's got to heal from losses, look for another opportunity, and see the truth. And what's the truth that she's going to see? Judgment is here. That's Libra. We got Aries and Scorpio. What is she going to see? What is she going to see? She's looking for the right opportunity. She's going to see victory. She's going to get over this. She's going to be like, yes. Public recognition even. She's going to get recognition. Oh my goodness, look who's going to do it. You are. You are the one that was leaving her for someone who was drifting and sick of you and wouldn't show her love. You are. You could be different races. You're her match, see? You're her identical match. Can you see that? Someone might play chess. Somehow peaches. Someone could have a tattoo of a cross. Dressed very nice. Maybe need to shave. Might not want to shave. Might like having a beard and mustache. This woman could also be with child. So, outcome of her victory. She's going to have her victory. She's going to see the truth and have her victory. This could happen around the time of a wreath ceremony. Oh, look, the truth is coming out. Somebody's got a weakness here. There's weakness here. And the weakness is in her defense. Like, somebody's going to come in and say, I was being a pussy. Excuse my language. Somebody could have blonde hair here. This person is going to come in and say, I was being weak. And let down your guard so I can see you naked. I want to have a relationship here. And what will she say? Somebody's going to finally open up here and get transparent. She'll say, I thought there was no hope. I didn't think you were attracted to me. And there you are again. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere, sweetheart. What would she say to you? She would say, I hide my feelings and I have trouble with intimacy, but it came out in reverse. So I hide the feeling with you. I hide my feelings from you, but I don't have trouble with intimacy. All right, what would he say in return? Oh, that's a lot. He has a lot to say. He would say, I want to make amends. I feel so happy with you. You didn't see my tears. Oh, he cried over this. And I'm in a committed relationship. So he was with this other woman, but she was actually leaving him. And he didn't realize it. So he was keeping you. He was trying to have integrity, but failing miserably at it. He wasn't loyal. He had no integrity and no respect. Remember? And he was being responsible and obedient. So I think he was doing what he thought was right in his other relationship. But what would have been better would have been to just get out of that, because she was not even invested, and he was sending you mixed signals all the while. See what I'm saying? Anything else we need to know here? What would anybody else here say? They would say, I'm not over you. I know you don't feel the same, and I'm waiting patiently. I think he's talking to her. I don't know what you want. And she's like, I don't know what you want. I'm not sticking around with you. I think what's going to make him stand in his power is when he finally realizes that this person right here is not sticking around. But see, that's what you don't see coming. There is a relationship here that's not going to work out. But from one of these people. And from what I'm getting on my table, you reverse whatever you need to reverse. It's him who is showing up as two different kings here. Unless you have three men. I mean, you could have. One of them's getting left or leaving. The other one's hauling ass in a chariot because they don't want to be in a third party. I think it's the same person, though. And I think that they were seeing this all wrong. They did not realize that they were showing love to the one that was over them, and they were not showing love to the one who was infatuated and really wanted to be with them. Infatuation is not a good thing if you continue on with just that, but it's like those little tingly feelings you get, you know, when you're sexually attracted to somebody. But if that's all the relationship ever is, if it doesn't ever get any deeper than that, then it's just lust. But infatuation can be like, ooh, those feelings, yeah. And that's what I see happening here. Somebody's going to end up leaving. All right, talk to me, Spirit. What's going on here? What am I missing here? What am I missing? Why is the chariot here? Because somebody was fake flexing, okay? Acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, and shows off, etc. So they were pretending like they had money, okay? Why is the high priestess in reverse down here? Because somebody was a bully online. They were a bully. You weren't using your intuition. You are being bullied online. They have suffered from it. They could have been bullied themselves. Why is cyberbully here? Because they have facts. What do you mean they have the facts? They might be watching you to get the facts. Yeah, they're watching you to get the facts. The inside scoop. And why is he here, the Emperor? Because he's not telling you he's here and you don't know it. You're ignoring him. He's not fishing for comments, so you're just ignoring it. And why is the Lovers here? Because he's into you. And he's hustling to get there too, because I think this person that he was with is leaving. Or telling him he has to leave. I don't know which. But they're packing their bags in their love life. I mean, in their work life. Why did I say love life? And it's like, I had to just walk away and say, fuck my job, surprisingly. And now I'm saying, fuck my feelings. But you're saying that because you felt like you had somebody else that you could depend on. And that person's not going to turn out to be dependable. Trust me when I say that. If you don't already know it, they're fixing to walk away. Does anybody resonate with this? Hey! Hello, everyone. Does anybody resonate with it at all? Or am I just talking to myself? Alright. Tell me what this emperor would say to this empress. What would he say? He would say, I feel damaged, like I just can't do this. What would she say back? She would say, no other compares to you. Why would he feel damaged? Because my heart is telling me to just do it. And I miss you regardless of how things seem. He felt like he couldn't do it, just like I just said. What else would she say? Your looks still move me. Like she's attracted to your looks. And I'm reminded of you constantly. She thinks about you all the time. This woman loves you. Like, adores you. Why are you being so cruel? I mean, I see you have someone else. How could you still love me after all I've done? Yeah, you know you did her wrong. And she knows it too. I can't ignore the signs I'm receiving any longer. Yeah, she's been seeing how you've been doing her. And I think you owe her an apology if it's you, or vice versa. Reverse any roles you need to. Alright, what would you say to him out of this deck? Learn to love being with yourself, and time is an illusion. Stop worrying. Alright, so you have some age maybe issues and you're worried about getting older. You feel like you're running out of time. Alright, what would you say to her? Wherever you go, you take yourself, so make sure you bring your most healed version. And see my dog chewed that like you need to get some healing there. And although this journey may be filled with thorns, the ways you are blossoming is beautiful. And stalking them will only upset you. Put your attention elsewhere. So you might be stalking each other, or one of you is doing some stalking. Alright. So we see what this is. Either it's a husband and a wife, or it's the divine feminine and masculine lessons. Not learning your lessons and a commitment. What's going on with the man here? The masculine. What's going on with the masculine here? This masculine is going through a dark night of the soul. A lot of dark times. What about this feminine? The answer is no, but in reverse. Why are you saying no, feminine? She's like, no. Because you have to release the barrier. There's a barrier that has to be released. That's why she's saying no. She doesn't want to say no, but she knows there's a barrier that you have to let go of. And this is that person that you reminisce about and you have so many memories of. What's connecting these two people? Self-worth. Well, that's good. You both have self-worth. What else is connecting the two of you? You're both spying, like I said. Anything else? You might be getting readings. Oh, you're both doing some numbing somehow. All right. Now we're getting to the nitty-gritty. Somebody has a lot of tattoos. And your family is also in reverse. Both of you could be... Oh, somebody wants to make an offer here. What's going to be the outcome here? Numbing can be working too much. Somebody's at a crossroads. They want out of where they're at. They want to leave. They want out of a third party. And this deck has a karmic partner. So it's like they want out of a job, or they want out. They're seeing signs also. What are they gonna? What are the signs they're seeing? What are they seeing signs of? Regret for being stuck in this third party. This person's realizing, oh, they know they got to get out. What are they going to do? Oh my goodness. They're gonna get, oh. The 5D is telling them to shut up and stop listening, stop engaging with this person that's on their way out. It's time to abandon ship here. It's time to get out. The 5D is helping somebody when it comes to being abandoned and not talking and an offer. Outcome once they get out and abandon. Divine Masculine is here. And somehow there's a mask. Divine Masculine. There's a mask. No grief. Why is the mask here for Divine Masculine? He's been pretending. Like I said, he's being guided. What's he being guided to? To mirroring. Outcome of his mirroring. Spirit said get the other deck. Look, there's a karmic partner here. What's the outcome of the mirroring? Activating new gifts and being a laborer. Working on something that'll activate new gifts in your life. Outcome of doing that. Both of you. You're going to have charity and be motivated. What are you motivated for? Or motivating others? People who don't know how to work on cars and be mechanical. You're going to motivate people by giving them free advice. And also have a lot of recognition doing this. It looks like you're going to maybe do something like I do. Show me what the ultimate outcome for this masculine will be. Something won't change. You know how to do things. You know how to fix things, craft things, and the timing has to be just right. Something's injustice. What won't change? That transportation, damn it, and being unreliable. Parenthood in reverse. What's going to happen with the transportation being unreliable? That's where the justice is coming in. Somebody learned from the past, and now there's going to be justice. Whatever happened with your transportation, it taught you a lesson. There's an entertainer here in reverse. Why are they in reverse? Because they don't want to be alone, and there's parenthood. Or they can't be. They're not settling either. What's going to be the outcome of the parenthood? They're going to have happiness. Why are they not entertaining? Somebody's supposed to be entertaining and they're not. Oh, well, because they're a rebel. They're going to have inspiration and they won't grow up. But if they would, they'd go to the next level. You're fighting it to do what you're supposed to be doing here. Whatever it is you're supposed to be doing. And I think you would be successful at it. I don't know. Yeah, you would even leave a legacy. I think we keep seeing that over and over again. Somehow the past is a... You might have a lot of people that you're connected to or something. Alright. Let's get some guidance and we'll just do question and answer. Oh, well, let me pull one thing out of here. Show me how this happened. You weren't talking to somebody and it was in the spring. It's like, I'm not talking to you this spring. Alright, what was being hidden? That you were trying to get on your feet and get a solid foundation and you weren't rejecting anybody. What was being shown? That you wanted to have union or were going to have union. Oh, you were guarded. It was like, I know we're going to have union, but I'm guarding. I'm not going to open up to you and talk to you about this. All right, what's going to happen next? Oh, baby. I can't make it up. Look. That's what's going to happen next. I'm going to leave that alone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Union is what's being shown. Twin flames is what's going to happen next. Alright, talk to me about this other relationship that's going on behind the scenes here. That's why you won't take a leap of faith. What are you going to do about that? Oh, that came out with force. You're going to have integrity. Remember I said that you weren't having integrity? What does that mean for you? Oh, wow. Your self-care card almost broke in half. Oh, my God. Alright, y'all calm down. Calm down. Just because you saw a twin flame, don't get excited. You already knew that. What's going on here? Somebody's longing for this. Well, what are they going to do about that? There's going to be interference. What does that mean? They won't let go because of somebody's money. Oh, they're hanging on to this marriage for money. What's going to happen, though? Because that person's fixing... Oh, my God. Forgiveness and a new love came out. It's going slow, though. What's going to be the outcome of the new love? Oh, it's going to be true love. Somebody's in denial. Why is forgiveness here? Because there's an apology for something that was strictly sexual in a marriage. Alright. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. Start having integrity with your responsibility. And I don't know who you're being obedient to, but unless it's your parents, pack your bags. Or it could be your boss. I mean, your work was intertwined with this whole scenario. Somehow it could be work. But it looked like you were saying, F my work. I'm getting the hell out of here. I don't know if you will or not. Show me the spiritual gifts operating here. Remember at the beginning of the reading on the Chariot card, it showed that somebody was recovering from a broken heart at work. This is the card of mending a broken heart. Anything else? Okay, you're going to have a change. There's butterflies here. You might be seeing butterflies. I have been significantly lately. But when the mirror comes out in reverse like that, it's an indication of looking at yourself in the mirror. So in order for things to change here, you have to take a look at what part you play in it. Are you the one who's holding back because you think you have this other relationship that you're in denial about because they're actually fed up with you and they're getting ready to leave you or give you the boot? I don't know which. Anything else? Oh, that flew out. There's going to be a baby for somebody. And you're going to talk. Communication is here. Now, where is that deck? Let's see. What's going on here? What is going on with this transformation? Shit's about to explode. Because somebody needs to quit being so fucking money hungry. Remember I said they were in it for the money? Shit's about to explode because they need to stop being so money hungry. Outcome of this explosion. Sex, and you're not investigating. Why would you have sex and not investigate? Because you need to set the record straight. And what would that be if you set the record straight? That somebody's not promiscuous, they're total drama in action. Why are they total drama in action? There it is, right there. That's what I was looking for. Because your ass is about to get kicked to the curb. Somebody's about to have a hissy fit and kick your ass out because of a crush. Oh my God, you're dealing with some real screwed up energy here, baby. Alright, let's find out when this might come together. I'll go ahead and get to questions in a minute, okay? If you asked one already this morning, please let somebody else have a chance. Alright, Spirit. When is this coming together? Because we saw that was the outcome. When will this come together? Within 2 weeks, within a year. A big gap of time difference. In April, within 2 weeks. When is this coming together? May I see, please? Within 2 years. In September. Within 2 years in September. That's what it said. It sure looks sooner than that to me, but for some reason that's what it's saying. I think somebody here is really lagging and holding on to this other person, and I don't think they realize. Now, if they were to, if they realize, what's going on with them and that person? May I see, please? What's going on with these two water signs that are just alike? Not being you and fear of loneliness. So they're staying together. out of fear of loneliness, and it's causing them to not be themselves. Judgment and being themselves. They feel like they'll be judged if they be themselves. Could be a race differences here. Getting hurt and being yourself. Getting hurt for being yourself. What's going on with these two water signs? You're incomplete. You feel incomplete. They don't complete you somehow. What else? Not being you came out again. Anything else? Everyone leaves. They're going to leave. Not my type. Yeah, you're not their type. Why are you leaving? Because of getting hurt. So this person hurt you. How did they hurt you? Whoa. Something happened too soon. You got serious too soon. And get to know each other before you commit. So you just jumped right into this. What's going to be the outcome here? You're not going to compare this person to the other person. And you're not going to fear being lonely. You're not going to compare and you're not going to feel lonely. And eye candy on the bottom of the deck. What else is going to outcome this? Somebody's expectations. What about their expectations? This is like, okay. Like this is the only person that you can love. This soulmate. And realizing that love is not the answer. Somebody here is stuck on this soulmate because they feel like they can't love anybody else. They don't know they have more than one soulmate. And in somebody's case, it said twin flames. I don't know who that might be. I think that's going to be the end of that. I'm going to give some guidance and then I'll answer a couple of questions. It doesn't look like a lot of people are here. I guess they'll catch it on the replay. It looks like just you and me, Kailash. Where's the guidance here? The Metal King and the Prison Waif. I had these before. In the same pair and the Phoenix in reverse. Oh, Lord. Alright, 37. The Metal King is strong and arrives to lend you his impenetrable shield of protection. No matter who sends you criticism or jealousy, you will not be hurt. This ally also prompts you to think about setting healthy boundaries. When you do, no matter how uncomfortable that task may be, everyone will benefit. He asks you to make sure you know where you end and another begins. Others' emotions are not yours, no matter how empathetic you may be. Another of the Metal King's messages is to remind you how important it is to have a healthy sense of self-esteem. It's a good time to shine and be proud of what you have accomplished. And then the Prison Waif, number 31. The Prison Waif arrives in his realm as your ally. He comes to remind you of the law of paradoxical intent. Your own self-sabotaging thoughts and hidden beliefs are, in fact, preventing you from your highest good. You might believe that you're doing all you can to manifest your reality, but perhaps you're giving in to thoughts such as the following. I can't do this. I'm unworthy. I'll fail, so why try? I don't deserve this, and I'm unlovable. In fact, you're locked in a prison of your own making. That's good news because it means that you have the key to let yourself out. This is a sign that you need to spend some time with yourself, addressing those beliefs that counter your hard work to get ahead. Remember, you were working on getting your broken heart mended, and I think this is what you need to work on. Take inventory of your thoughts. Let yourself out of jail and spend a few minutes outdoors in gratitude. It's time to let the sun shine in. And poor Cosmo, if I could take him to South America and set him free, I would. He sits in the window and just bounces up and down at the birds flying outside. He wants to fly so bad. And having him in the domestic environment is kind of cruel, in my opinion. I wish I had something that he could fly around and have fun in and not feel so confined. But actually putting him back out in the wild at this point would probably be more cruel because he wouldn't last very long. He is a very sweet bird, but he is aggressive, and I think it's because he does have such an innate desire to be free. The Phoenix. When the Phoenix challenges you, it's really just a gentle reminder to let go and let what doesn't work fall away. Maybe you're not allowing things to change because you're more comfortable with the familiar, even if you know it's not the best you could create for yourself. Fear of change is a crippling experience, and it works against nature itself. The task at hand is to allow for an ending, as it's timely and right that you do so for the highest good of all. In surrendering to the fundamental purposeful change, you can most definitely find yourself in better circumstances. The action needed is allowing a rebirth is assured. And that's you letting go of that relationship. And it looks like that they're going to do it for you, unless you're the one doing it. I don't know what part you play in this particular scene. Okay. What's going on with the reading, Kailash? I did some questions already earlier. Did we have any, or is everybody just kind of casually viewing the reading today? Any questions? There we go. Okay. Okay. Alright. Thank you, Kailash. Give me 1 second, okay? And then we'll answer them. Just give me 1 second. Doing alright, baby? Oh, you're taking a bath. Check you out. Oh, you're a pretty boy. Hey, you a pretty boy taking a bath. You're gorgeous. Yes, you're gorgeous. I love you, baby. You didn't like that pancake I gave you? Are you trying to come over here where I'm at? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, you can fly. Come on. Come on. Fly. Come on. Come on, you can get up with me to answer questions. Look at the Harley Davidson. Look at the Harley Davidson. Yeah, come on. You want to go with me? Yeah. I love you. Oh, you're such a sweet baby. I love you. Yes, I do love you. Mwah. Love you, baby. Love me so, Boo-Boo. Your eyes are getting red. Don't you bite me. Be careful. No biting. Woo, when them eyes turn red, you better run, because you got to draw some blood out your ass. Yeah, Mama knows you. Oh, yeah, my baby. My baby. My cakey. My cakey baby. My cakey baby. Yeah, my cakey baby. I love that cakey. Yes, I do love that cakey baby. My cakey baby. Them eyes got a little red in them. Don't get them too red now. We're going to throw your ass across the room. Don't you get wide open on me. Yesterday you bit me 2 times before I could have coffee. I don't know what was wrong with you. Alright, I'm ready. I had to go get Cosmo. He was taking a bath. He wanted to get all clean and smelling good for y'all. Now he's getting all smell good for me. Uh-oh. He sees you. He sees you. Yes, he sees himself. Hey, Mox and me are still in separation. May I know what can I expect from Mox's side towards me this week? From the tarot, thank you. Yes, ma'am, of course you may. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Cutie patootie. He's biting. He's biting. Get on my shoulder so I can read for Manya, please. Thank you. Get on my head. Alright, show me what's coming for these two this week, Spirit. In the tarot, may I see, please? What are Mox's intentions towards Manya this coming week? May I see, please? I think that reading might have resonated with you that we just did. Ooh, Queen of Swords and nice pencil. This like, it's like you're saying, don't come at me with that half-ass shit. Don't come at me like that. If you're gonna come at me slow, I'll stay by myself. Yeah, you're being the Queen of Swords, and you're like, I can take care of myself if you're gonna come at me like that. Show me his intentions. Judgment came out in reverse, so he feels like there's some karma maybe coming his way for this. Why does he feel like he's got negative consequences? Oh, he's making some plans. What plans is he making? The King of Wands came out. There's a tower coming. He's going to realize something. Why is he the King of Wands with a tower? He's going to come out of a place where he's been in illusions. What illusions has he had that Queen of Wands tried to turn over? What are the illusions? There we go. He's soul searching, Manya. He's got three major arcanas out of 6 cards. So, and one of them is a court card. So, I mean, really, it's a lot going on this week for you two. And he's going to come out of this place he's been stuck in this dark place. It looks like he's been stuck in, and he's seeing illusions. He's making plans to stand in his power and be dependent and goal-oriented. He's not showing up as an emperor at all, but he is showing up with a lot going on. Not using good judgment in some plans he's making. That's why he's not showing up as emperor right now. He's going to end up getting drained and defeated. Let's see. Let's see what he's soul searching about. Get back up here, baby, so I can pull cards. He's reevaluating something and soul searching about something. And using not so good judgment when making real fast plans, which is going to make him be maybe angry or passionate enough that he can come out of these illusions. What is he seeing when he soul searches and reevaluate? That there's hope. There's hope. Okay. What is he planning up here again? Oh, the King of Coins came out in reverse. He feels like somehow whatever he's involved in is going to cause him to end up being weakened, and like I think his money is tied up with this person, whoever he's with. There's a Virgo, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and a Leo. There's a Leo, there's an Aquarius, and there's a Libra. Here comes Cosmo coming down my face. Where are you going? He might try to show you some affection this week and try to get your attention. This is a lot of attention-getting behavior I'm getting out of Cosmo right now. A lot of memories, a lot of reminiscing. Get back on my shoulder for a minute. Get back in your place for a minute. I want to look at one more thing before we move on. Show me what's going on in this relationship. Renewal. And being present. I think it might be about to come back together again. I think he's realizing, he's mad, but he's realizing I'm going to have to look a Venus offer and being present. I think he's realizing that he's just not, it's not working out. He's looking back. Show me what's happening here when he's looking back. He doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want to be triggered and have disharmony. And see, that might be anger. So what does he want? He wants to surrender, release, and purge. What does that look like for this not being open? Okay, so what will be the outcome this week? Holy shit, I did not see that coming. Integration and a union came out for you for this week. He might be at a distance or might be acting distant, but that's what it's saying. You're going to have a union this week. Please let me know if I'm right. That's what it said. Show me the union again. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Ace of Cups came out. New love or recommitment to love. Why is the ace here? Clarify the ace. That's what he's going to surrender, purge, and release. So maybe he's been with somebody new and he's going to let them go. Maybe that's why he hasn't been open to receive this. Show me again. Family, home, and commitment, spying from a fake account, and being cold and detached. Does that sound familiar? Being in separation? Alright, so what's going to be the outcome of this coming week? There's going to be an unexpected storm. Outcome of that. Somebody's going to see their self. Somebody's going to see their self, their reflection. They might even project this outward, so be careful of that. And it has to do with trusting in divine timing. This person is going to realize they haven't been trusting in the divine timing of things. And so what will they do differently? I'm not taking that. What will they do differently? Their guides are not going to help them. What do you mean? Something that happened in the fall. What else? It's like they haven't, there we go, their comfort zones. It's like their comfort zone is where they're happy. So what is going to change? They're gonna have no desire for whatever's in the past. Show me what that is. It's not fate for a divine detour. That's the illusions they're seeing through, and they're going to have a contract, career, or commitment, and remember and awaken. What is the contract, career, or, okay, there it is right there. That's what I was waiting for. There it is. Yeah, that reunion is coming. Just let me know. Their pride, they're going to drop their pride. It looks like they have a lot of pride. It looks like you might have a reunion this week from what I'm seeing in the cards. Let me know if I'm correct, okay? Sometime this week. They must be close to you. They must live pretty close, or they have the ability to get to where you are easily. Because that's what it looks like they're going to do. Or maybe you get to them. I don't know. Okay, who's next, Kailash? A sponge, baby. Look at what Carlos wrote me. And then, oh, he's playing with my boob. Kailash, I mean, why do I always call him Kailash when I'm on video? I started to say Kailash was playing with my boob. I was trying to say Cosmo. He was down my shirt playing on my boob. Manya, get ready, baby. That's all I'm going to say. He was trying to get traction down there. Okay, let me go back. Kailash is evergreen. Okay. Please look at what Carlos wrote me and then blocked me again for what? Okay, let me explain that to you because he wanted to get the last word. How was he feeling when he unblocked her just to get the last word? Like he was setting boundaries and afraid of what you were going to say back. He didn't want to hear your mouth, essentially, is what I'm getting here. Use your intuition about not having any boundaries. Why did he do this to a sponge, a spirit? Because of boundaries and unconditional love. He knew you were going to say something that was going to get next to him. What was he feeling and intending when he did this? He was conflicted about the memories and the illusions. What does he want? He's afraid. What's he afraid of? Maybe that you'll kick his ass. That you'll reach your limit. He's afraid you're going to reach your limit. Have you? Oh, you're saying one day I will. You're saying one day I'm going to reach my limit. Right now you might be a little confused about that. So basically he didn't want to hear what you had to say in return. Exactly what I just said. That's why they do that. He wanted to tell you what he had to say, but he didn't want to hear what you had to say back. He discarded you. He was being disrespectful, huh? It looks like you might have a reunion coming this week, too. I think a lot of you do. Can you show me what's going to happen with my Sponge's relationship? I think I hear my guy mowing grass. What's going to happen with the Sponge's relationship? He may not. He looks like he's going to remain guarded. Let's see, though. What's going to happen with the relationship? May I see, please? He's not going to take action. And he's not going to talk to you either. Not this week for you, baby. Alright. Am I leaving? I think I might have to. Let me look outside. Yeah, he's here cutting my grass. It doesn't take him long. He's got a huge mower. I'll take one more question. Did you have one, Kailash? No? Okay. I'm going to get going then because I got to go get some money to pay him for cutting my grass. Okay? If you see on any of our videos, if you see Allison Haworth, she has been with me since before I had 1,000 subs and could even go live. She's been watching me for a long time. And she's been encouraging me, and she said, you know, eventually you'll have, you know, 5,000, 6,000, and it'll continue to grow. She was always very encouraging to me. So we missed her yesterday. If you see her on here anytime, please let me know so I can be sure and answer her. Because she had one yesterday, but I think I forgot it, and you did too. It was just an oversight. It was nothing that we did intentionally. Okie dokie. All right. I love you guys, and I will see you back as soon as possible, probably next weekend, because my job is getting very intense. And continue to keep Cheryl in your prayers, okay? All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Okay.